Yes.
What?
You didn't know that's my first name? Tanitra.
You are from the south side of the kingdom. Now this is turning to like, I want glory, you know?
Oh, that you would admit that. They have been presented the same thing in Christian music.
Yes, more subtly.
We didn't have groupies. We didn't have things presented to us that men normally have presented to them.
I'm not shocked to see artists being devout to the Lord on the mainstream side.
I'm wondering, like, before we've done this deep healing work,
Right.
would we still have wanted success?
Ooh.
You still want it now.
Yes. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
But I don't want it to seem like I'm saying unhealed people want success.
Right. I know
I'm not
what you
saying.
mean.
I'm just saying, like,
I think
if you had therapy back in the day, would it be different?
I think I would have been able to manage it better. Right. I think it would have been eyes wide open instead of eyes wide shut. Because I would have just been able to bask in what God was doing instead of like wanting to figure out the next thing, or like, case in point, I walked down that red carpet at the first Grammys.
What year was this?
2011. Walked down that red carpet. 2011. 2013 is even better. 2013.
But what people don't know, you didn't get the Grammy nomination overnight.
That's true.
So
it was a lot of work.
It was a lot of work to get there.
That's true.
All right. I want to acknowledge that. It took a lot of work.
And
years.
People don't know that.
All right.
Out the trunk of the car. They don't know.
Okay.
Listen. But 2013 is better because I won that year. And I'm nominated for a Grammy. I'm walking down the red carpet. And I get to the red carpet, to the little line before you can get onto the red carpet, right?
Yeah.
And they stiff arm me and they say, wait a minute. These A and B list celebrities need to go before you. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Cool, no big deal. I was like, wait a minute. These C list celebrities need to go before you. It's like, okay, all right. And I think healed me would have been like, hey man, I'm just glad to be here, man. Praise God. I don't even know how I got here. I worked hard and God, man, got me to this position in this place. Praise God. The unhealed me was like, oh, they gonna know. Oh, y'all gonna know.
Yeah.
This what y'all
Now,
want.
had you won in the pre-show, or had you already won and then tried to
yes.
go to the Let's see. I won in the pre-show, y'all. You better know. I'm just.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's like
I won.
man,
This wasn't televised.
They spelled my name wrong, bro. Tell them to spell my name right, bro.
Yeah.
So but I think, so the success is, sure, I've seen the benefit of it. I've seen the effects of it. I've seen the fruit of it, and now my definition of success has changed too. It's not what I do compared to them. It's what I do compared to what I was made to do. I think I was made to do this.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So how well am I doing at what I was made to do?
Come on.
That's success.
And your only competition is with you.
That's right. What's my assignment?
Having fun, knowing, okay, I can see it. Now, the unhealthy part is, can I top this?
Right.
Versus, this is a flow that I have. I'm just going to go and record it.
That's right.
Now, I personally don't like the false humility. Well, if I go in the studio and it sells 10 copies, that means, that was only meant for the 10 people.
That means you failed.
No. Something happened along the good old way. I don't do that. Nobody goes in the studio for 10 copies to be sold or streamed. Now that's not streaming. How have you been handling the difference between, even 2011 don't seem that long ago in years, but so much has changed digitally. YouTube was around then. All the streaming platforms were around then. So how have you been able to see from the early 2000s? I guess we've both been able to see from the 20 years, that's a lot of years into how does it affect you? Does it discourage you? Or does it be like, hey, this is the way things have gone and I need to evolve with it?
Right. I mean, the beauty for me was that I was I was young and I had a younger audience. So
I thought you were supposed to say I'm young. I once was young, but now I'm old.
No, I was young and I had a younger audience. you went Bible on me. So my audience was adaptable. They could adapt quicker. A lot of older audiences were like, what is a stream? I gotta download an app. What is all of this? So it was a lot more lag time for them. But I had a younger audience, so they were like, well, shoot, I can't buy your CD. What do I need to do? You know, if I can't buy it, now what's the new thing? And it was like, you gotta download this app and then stream the music from this. And it was like, okay. And I just saw that transition start happening. So I didn't feel the wait long. I felt it for a season, but not long. And the only downside I could say is, man, it used to feel good to like, you know, this gonna date me for real, but it felt good when them stores and stuff would buy your CDs in bulk. Like, let me get 30,000. We just bought 30,000 CDs
shipped
in 1 day. That's a whole nother time.
Yeah. The audience growing up with you, seeing maybe you think they were transitioning with you, going through struggles with you.
Oh yeah.
You were the blueprint of how they could handle struggle, being transparent about wanting success and the glory.
It's a rough blueprint to be. Sometimes I'll be like, why me, Lord?
But you've done well.
I mean, you know, I got some shrapnel, but I look at it like this. I say, to me, the thorns that I've acquired along the way robbed me of the luxury of not being dependent on God. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm now forced to be dependent on God because of these thorns that I've acquired. Like, you know, I was in a season where it was like, maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. And I chose to be obedient in those seasons. But in this season, it's like, I wish you would try to be disobedient. Boy, I got these thorns deep up in you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want that smoke.
Now, for you to want what people say is worldly success and glory, your music never changed.
That's true.
The content never changed. You never went and aligned with, I don't know if anybody can say that. You never aligned with somebody that could go against what you're ultimately for, which is Jesus.
That's right.
Wow. And was that an intentional choice?
It was an internal battle more than it was external. So people may not have seen it, but it was a battle going on. I think it was always a struggle. I think there was only like a short period of my life where it was like, I just don't want to fight no more. You know, and that may have been like 2016, 2017, you know, where it was kind of like, I'm just tired. I'm tired, you know?
I remember that.
Yeah. It's like, I'm done. I don't want to fight. And, you know, I think the enemy definitely will use those moments to really like, oh yeah, this is my end. So throughout the career, I fought internally. It was an internal battle. It was kind of like a struggle. It was like, I'm gonna fight this. I like this, but I'm gonna fight this. But this is cool.
You like what?
The fame, the allure, the lights.
I thought he had something to confess.
Oh, we confess.
No, I'm just playing.
We got confessions. I can confess.
No.
But yeah, you know, I mean, I was doing some really incredible things that it's like, it was hard to not let that stuff, you're trying to, because no one had been there before. I couldn't dial a friend and be like, hey, what do I do? How do I do this? Case in point, Essence Festival. They had me, it was me, Usher, then Kevin Hart. I'm like, I ain't been here before. And I'm like, so how do I navigate this? Do you know what I mean? Like,
what did you do?
Honestly, I went out and got drunk that night. That's what I did. I'm gonna be honest with you.
You did before the performance?
At Kevin Hart's party. That's what I did. And he invited me to the party and I went. And it was a bad time. It was a rough time. I don't know if I got drunk, but I definitely was on. My family got drunk. I don't know if I got drunk. They got drunk. They was like, "We at Essence Fest. You at the party? Let me in the party." And I probably enabled them a little bit more than I should have. You know what I mean? But yes, that was so it was kind of like I've never been here. You know, I'm backstage and all my childhood, Missy Elliott, how you doing, Lecrae? I'm like, Missy just asking me knows my name. I grew up on me. You know, it's like, what is this? So it was kind of a overwhelming place of like, I never wanted to just be like, yeah, I'm that guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm that guy. I've never felt like that. Honestly, I've never felt like I'm that guy. I've always felt, if anything, I'm getting closer. I gotta climb more. I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. Like, I never felt like I arrived.
Even with all of the success,
Never.
You have never felt like you've arrived.
Never.
Do you feel like you've arrived right now?
No. But I know that's
Are you being humble?
no. I mean, I don't feel like I've arrived, but that's because
You know you dope.
I feel like
Oh, just say it. You're like, I do what I do.
no, I'm being honest. I'm growing into being comfortable with what I have contributed.
Okay.
I'm growing into that.
amazing.
Yes.
Amazing.
I'm not there, but I'm growing into it.